back, there was a Glasgow summit of global warming or climate matters. You know, this is adventure Overland show. We are not bound or has a limitation of broad topics. I'm a news followers. Love following news. Talked about there are many countries. I'm very sure Kenya was among the country was spearhead that summit in Africa because they are severely affected, caused by the climate change, which is man-caused. It's not nature by origin; it's man-made disaster. And the topic was, how are we going to fight? And many activists like us contribute in a small way in how we have to have a collective ideas and how to fight against. And most of the charcoal you saw here is being transported in the city, I'm very sure. They're using them, I think they're using their ancestral life, using the firewood to cook their yam yam. But mainly, people living in the cities prefer charcoal. And if I ask you a question, why? And here's why.
My name is Noor Ismail Nozzle, diesel engineer, filmmaker, storyteller. Join me as I share my passion for building trucks and traveling to the remotest part of northeastern Kenya.
I'll make you feel like nothing but a stranger now.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and remember to hit that notification bell to make sure that you catch up our weekly series of videos.
Why? Is because, according to my point of view, the gas rates is still high, meaning the cost of acquiring or purchasing gas is slightly higher than purchasing charcoal. Because it doesn't make sense. If the charcoal, the gas would be cheaper, why you have to go and purchase the charcoal? If it was that the case, I think there was no reason of cutting the tree. And what I've heard as well, there's multi-billion dollars which was being many developed countries contributed to support fight against. I think even USA was a leading in terms of donation funding. But there was a disappointment which two key major industrial country in the world, such as China, and the biggest polluter, China and Russia, they did attend the summit. That is another sort of disappointment, because they are the one who caused even Kenya, now we are the Turkana, the innocent, to suffer, because we are sharing the same blood. So if anything, anyone, let's say one frog can spoil the whole river, is what people say. But now, if they are not meaning, what is their intention? They're not caring. It's not a vote. No, but remember, Turkana now we have given a contract like this Kenya, given a contract to Chinese to come and make money. But now they are suffering because they are pollution from China, not here. Not this one, maybe from China there. So sometimes we need to work as a collective effort to see how best. Because those people are suffering for no good reason. They think it's God who's punishing them. But sometimes you ask yourself, it's not God. Punishment is man-made disaster. Let's talk to you. Hello! Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year too.
Happy New Year.
How's the way?
Hey.
You're very smart. Happy
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic.
Madam,
You're hungry.
the sun is shining.
Did you not say slaughter a goat today?
It's there,
Uh-huh.
but I'm on duty.
Duty. But later on we're gonna have yum yum. Evening, yeah?
Six there.
But if you can give us one leg, it's not a problem. We're gonna really appreciate that.
I would appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, uncle.
We're together. Thank
Uncle,
you.
Nice
Bonne
day.
année. Bonne année, bonne année. Born to suffer. Born to suffer. Eh? Uncle.
Born to suffer.
Born to suffer.
Okay,
Suffer.
sir.
So it's not us, it's a guy. I think you've witnessed it. They say they're born to suffer. But no, it's not born to suffer. 100 years the climate was okay. How we have been born to suffer? It's a clear proof that these, as they have lack of rain, as you can remember the previous episode, as I talked about the scarcity and the rain. They have experienced the rain. Today we counted 1 year since last bonne année of 2021, and today the bonne année, we have no idea why. All because of now climate change. It's now really impacting this severely, this region, and those bridges. It shows you, it's clearly evidence shows we have, if it's rain here, it's utterly ridiculous rain. That's maybe the reason why God tried to prevent it, because otherwise it may take people. It may carry the cows, God, living being, human being.
That's why most of the time they have to be without it.
Without it,
So when
otherwise
it comes once,
a
then
lifetime.
they have to be hooked.
Maybe that's the reason. Because sometimes we say, why God do not bring rain? Maybe there's a good reason for it.
The locals themselves, they say that when this rain comes, it comes with all the grandchildren,
Full force. It's a
with
disaster.
their children's children.
Then
So it
as
comes
the
full
uncle
force.
says yesterday, it came with the aunt, the uncle,
The
the
neighbors.
junior, the neighbors.
In-laws.
Let's find out this
Aha.
technique.
This is what we talked about first time there. So it's sometimes good to learn new thing, new way of life. New way of life. So cameraman, you first roll the camera. This is the only way we can get it. Unless,
What is that? Magic.
Mike.
Yeah, but come. Bua mono, bua ro. Aye.
okay. So those
They have run away from us.
hey, camera. No matter what when you're matured. I think those kids they may be a little bit scared.
Yeah, those are instructions.
Yeah, never and ever
Interact with strangers.
interact with the strangers, because there are people from the city, they have a different ideology.
That is the way it is.
They might be right sometimes.
We
Because
should have
remember,
respected those
I've
guys.
heard see some news, I think it was Cities, Kenya something, when they talked about the human trafficking or the child labor. Maybe they get from that was Uganda, Central or Karamojo. They are taking it across the border. We're going to work as laborers, kids. We have passed through this area, this region. And people are making us business. Steal them from the village and take them for money. It's not right. Alright, as we keep going. Still Turkana down.
We are ascending slowly. That is on our way to Kitale, back to Kitale. So, as team leader was saying, we are sure to be
by, see people are living such, they are now familiarized with such harsh weather. It's not new for them, I'm very sure. But somehow they see the vegetation, they are mixed up with it. Greenery and a bit dry. Just not that too bad. But it is what it is.
Funny enough, the green vegetation you see is the ones that are not needed by humans or animals for feed. Not necessarily made like that. But the ones needed for feeding are all dry.
And I think if I try to think about it meticulously, the same river flowed Karamojong land. See, I think because Kenya is in a high hill region, and there's a high possibility that under the footstep of Mount Elgon, there must be a valley which collects all the Turkana land. Because remember, when we are, look at this part of the cliff, see this water flow. When the day the Karamojong lost their cows, look at it just and then enjoy.
Breaking news. The 2 cows just now was tried their luck to cross the river. But I think today it was one of them was a day to return to the Heaven Father. Just crossed right now the river, and the water, the power, the pushing factor of the water did not permit one to successfully cross the river. And we just got the news now to pass, how do you call it? Passed away or dashed it?
Ran away with water.
Ran away with water. It's so sad. I think even the owner of the cow right now is not in a good mood because he lost his wealth. Karamoja, I've told you last time that Karamoja live for cows and Karamoja dies for cow. My biggest worry is the guy, the owner of the cow, to not commit suicide.
Yes, I see. I'm talking about this river here. This is a river because here, the region where we were at that particular spot was the other side. I think a few kilometers to reach Kenya, isn't it? So this water you see here flowing, there's the high chances. We believe it may be the water coming from this area here. Because remember, Karamojong and the Turkanas are brothers. So they're sharing the same border, and sharing many things, sharing the cultural value, they are sharing their ancestral life since for centuries. Yes, the same people, I can count them as pastoralists, still maintain their cultural value in terms of clothes, cultural value, sharing with the, I can say, from southern Sudan, which is a Dinka, called Dinkas. If you come this side of Kenya, you find the Turkanas, the Pokot. Uganda side, you find the Teso and the Karamojong. Come more far west, you may find the Tanzania, those are the Maasai. In Kenya, you find the Maasai. If you collect all those people together, it's very difficult to have distinctive among them in terms of the cultural value. Here we go. Yeah, same father, different. And even if you go deeper, if you see their cultural value, reach up to Rwanda, those are the same people come from Ethiopia. I think if you go back to history, you may find the civilization which broke from Mesopotamia, from Egypt. Other groups, pastoralists, start moving towards the southern Africa, and a part of them you can even find, no wonder, you find them in Zambia, Malawi, up to Namibia, and Mozambique, Botswana, yes, up to South Africa, the Zulus. Those are the people come from the same lineage. And if you find in Kenya, this is now back in history, story time. If you go to Kenya, you find there's a culture, there's a tribe called Nandi. You go to Congo, you find there's a, in northern Kivu, you find there's a tribe as well called the Wanande. Nandi of Kenya and Wanande of Congo, northern Congo, and northern Kivu. And if you go to Rwanda, you find those Rwandese and the Somali, Ethiopia, really they have some in nature similarity somehow. Get it? So it's not surprising if it was not because of the Western to come and colonize Africa and to divide this country. I'm very sure we could have Katogo and mix up. Fail to understand. But I think somehow it has helped to recognize easily those are Turkanas, others are Pokot, those are Maasais, go that side, the western side is Kuramajon, those are Teso, you go that side of South Sudan, those are Dinka, those are Nuer, those are the, and many more others. So really it's amazing to see how God has created, and it shows clearly the lineage of people moving from North Africa to South Africa are the same. And one time, we're also gonna find out more in the Western, West Africa, which I'm talking about West Africa, Mali, Morocco, Chad, Niger, and those desert parts. We call it the land of fear. When fear is not an option, fear is permanent there. Wow. It is what it is. As we will continue with the Overland Adventure Travel Show, and I hope you enjoy the story time. And it's amazing to read such. And it's, to me, it's really a sense of joy, feeling as if a refreshment. You're taking your soul, reaching a place you have never been before. Being surprised, amazed with the different landscape, different culture, different way of life, and people are really happy and proud of their culture. It's an amazing thing in life. Explore, find people, meet with people, know the life we are in is by far better than the life which other relative friends are living in. Harsh, extremely harsh weather. Walking a long distance, sometimes there's no border, there's no transport. People have to learn how to with this kind of extreme harsh weather with a really minimum access of water. And when you say water of life, for us in our country, rain, even yesterday I tried to communicate with the family, they say the rain in Kampala, capital city of Uganda, the rain yesterday, it rained throughout the day. And here, people are complaining. They even reach a point not complaining anymore. They appreciate it because they have no choice. Once someone mature can explain to us what type of, what techniques is this when this technique began, and why that, and why not on top of their head. Maybe they have a secret, they'll tell us in detail. But you know, cutting trees, making charcoal, and when you fight against climate change, I don't know how it makes sense. When we need more trees than never before, and we are now cutting, make it all because the gas is not affordable. And people who are fighting for climate, we call it a climate activist. Now, such thing shows clearly we are moving 4 steps ahead, 8 steps back. 4 steps forward, 8 steps back. What is it? Mr. Environmental activist.
But I can contribute. That what should we do? This question should go to the activities.
When we talk about the gas, I've had Turkana discover of the oil, which oil goes with the gas. So why are we not making the service station so that we can supply at a cheaper rate the local person with the gas, take them ahead in the modernization so that we forget the tree, let the tree wait until the water, the rain will come. In the meantime, we can consume or we can use the clean energy to maintain our climate accessible or livable. Back to climate activism. Because I saw you first look at this picture, it's not this guy. Under those trees, he's doing what? And he's preaching about trees.
The timber and the electric pole. But this one we cannot use for electric light.
The which?
You know, the texture of the tree is mainly good for only timber. Yeah. So when you cut, you see like this. I harvested some of them to create space for these ones to mature.
So you need also to maintain the social distances.
Corona.
On the tree. This tree, if you see there's a social distances, to make sure it has a, you can name it.
Back to him. Now now you can't hide it. You're among the activists. Because we visited your site in Bali, and that day I think you were the gumboot, or it was a naked shoe.
I'm telling you.
That was visited.
Click there,
You've been preaching.
click there, you see what I was doing.
It's not you. That was you, yes. Now tell us, how do you do it? And how can you also preach the gospel of climate to people here to copy and learn from you? I'm very sure they're also online. They're looking at you right now, millions of viewers looking at you. How are we going to fight together the climate stability?
This is quite a very broad thing. Because if you look at Ghana is very, very wide. There's two interconnected efforts in terms of ideas, approach. That needs a lot of funding. But all in all, we need to have mainly it's funding. First of all, you have to approach the indigenous. Yeah, sell the idea to them. What is the approach we have to use in order to mitigate cutting of trees? Let's find out why they're cutting trees much. We see how we can address that problem.
Yeah.
And then we can now see where we can come in. But it's something really so broad that needs a lot of planning, a lot of funding, a lot of sensitization, groundwork, you know. So it needs a lot of effort.
Without cutting it short, Eastern Kenya.
I'll make you feel like nothing but a stranger now.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and remember to hit that notification bell to make sure that you catch up our weekly series of videos.